In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can make tons of money inside of the brand new update. World 3 requires you to have tons of money because there is so many pickaxes such as the one that I'm using right now that are very expensive. And in this video, I'll be sure that you guys have the best method possible at the moment in order to make the most amount of money and get all of these swords very quickly. Like, it'll take you a day at most. If this video does help you guys out though, all I ask is that you subscribe, but let's go on ahead and get right into it. First things first, you can actually do this in any world. This is preferred in the third world because you are able to access much better resources such as armor like this one right over here. As you can see there, or do I not have it? Oh yeah, here it is. You can access armor such as this one with a 300 defense. Now obviously I'm not showing you what's the best armor and stuff. I'm actually showing you how you can make the most money. But making armor in this update is very profitable, even if it is for just money. And I'm actually going to show you how you can get the exact resources you need in order to maximize profits in here. Because as you can see right on down here, there is brand new leggings and helmets as well as chestplate. These are the absolute best in the entire game too. If you actually take a look at the index, you can see the base price for a Dark Knight helmet, aka the old best thing, was 1,020. And with the brand new wolf helmet, or yeah, I believe wolf helmet. Wait, hello? Okay, it looks like the developers messed up on the wolf helmet part. Like, this is not a helmet, bro. But basically, these two match with the Dark Knight. However, the way this benefits you is that when you're actually trying to make money, you can either get Dark Knight or the Wolf Knight helmet, and they are worth the same amount of money. The better thing is, we have better ores in the game, so you're going to be making things with much higher multiplier, aka some of these will go for over 10,000. If I actually go ahead sell my tools and I go ahead select all of the junk that I have made, such as these ones, there we go. I think that's it. I could probably sell these, but I'm going to just keep them just in case. If I were to sell these, I can make $32,000 out of that. Boom. And actually, it looks like the other two things I don't even need, so we might as well go ahead and sell this Dark Knight legging and the Dark Knight chestplate. There we go. That's another 12,000 added to my bank. Selling armor though, although it can be very profitable, you have to actually do it right. I do understand that this update, everyone won't be able to use the same area as I do because I have the Void Pickaxe. The Void Pickaxe allows me to have 550 mine power, which lets me mine in the best area in the game. For you guys that do not have better pickaxes, you want to target the area that is the absolute best for you. So if you have the Aqua Pickaxe, you probably want to be breaking the best stuff in the Spider Cave or whatever the best thing is. And not only will you actually be able to progress Sensei Moro's quest while doing this, but you will make so much money. And not just that, but also levels. Every single video, I've gone up like 30 levels, bro. I'm almost already at the max, which is insane. But you want to pick your best area, or even if it's your secondary best area because you don't have the best armor and you die very quickly, that's perfectly fine too. But the better the area, the better it is because you might be able to access so many better resources. And the Spider Cave itself is still very good. As you can see, there's boulders like these guys that you can go ahead and mine. And if obviously, like I said, your pickaxe isn't as good as mine, that is okay. You know, you don't have to be breaking as fast, but something that you can break moderately fast and get some pretty good ores on is always useful. These 3 ores that I just got, though, are very low chances to actually get in the higher area just because they suck. There's so many better ores up there. If I show you guys the index and go to ores, as you can see, the lowest multiplier, the mist vein right here, is literally 7.2 times. And the worst one inside of the previous area is 2.6. So you definitely want to grind up there. I should mention you can still get some of, you know, the Spider Cave stuff at the top of the map, such as Velchires and the fossil fuels too. But overall, it is much more worth it. So I'm gonna grind all the way up here since this is my best area, but like I said for the millionth time, bro, just go wherever is best for you. And for this specific thing, you want to equip a certain class. Now I do understand that some of you guys probably do not have these ridiculously low chances such as Angel, Demon, and Archangel. But if you don't, that is perfectly fine. The thing that we need with this is the 30% luck boost. Archangel and Angel both have that. However, if you do not have either of those, you want to actually go ahead and pick the Dwarf race. Dwarf is super good because it's literally almost just as good as Angel, if not better, but it gives you 15% mining boost, 5% forging boost, but on top of that, you get a 20% chance to deal 50% extra damage to rocks. That is simply just one of the best races you can have. Personally, I would use it if I obviously didn't have Archangel, but basically this allows you to break stuff significantly faster, meaning more ores, better like ingredients that you have, and you can craft more things. Now, after you collect a bunch of resources, you have to be very strategic on how you use it. Unlike previous updates, this update has ores that are in variety of ranges. Like, you can have something that's 3x multiplier, and you can also have something that's 12x multiplier. So when you actually go to the equipment section and you press onto the forge button, what the heck is this burn thing? Sorry, as I was saying, when you press the forge button, you want to be very careful of what you're putting together. For example, if I use this garite or whatever it's called, I want to make sure that everything else I use with it is of a similar multiplier. I do not want this multiplier dropping. That is literally all that matters. Same thing with this Surya Fall. It's literally a 17 times multiplier, so it's probably best I don't use it with any of the current stuff I'm doing. Treat them as like the old dark rights of the game. You don't generally want to use them. But for something like this Aetherite that has a 3.4 times multiplier, I'm going to put some things that are similar to it. One thing I know is Mithril, because Mithril is a 3.5 times. And you want to get this number to combine up to around 40. It can be like 2 less or 2 more. It's fine. I'm also going to go ahead and throw in some uranium that is so easy to get in this brand new update. And it won't really hurt us. So there we go. Let's do about that. That is around 40. Your goal is literally to just get heavy chest plates. That is the absolute best thing you can pull. And I'm going to go ahead and try this real quick. Come on. And you want to make sure, you obviously, you get it as 100%. The higher the percent, the more it's worth. So don't mess up on the percent. That is something I recommend. And I'm already messing up. Great. It's okay though, because the game is a little bit more lenient when it comes to armor, so even if you do mess up a few times, it won't drop you much percent as it would to things like swords. So don't be too worried about it. I mean, I probably got like 5% off, maybe. I don't know, 95% I'm assuming. That's my prediction. And it's still 100% actually, but I do have the Game Pass. And as you can see, this thing is worth $5,000 by itself. You can get things that are way higher than this too. It's ridiculous how OP this update is. Not only am I actually even able to use some of the things that I'm crafting for literal money, but it's just such an OP thing to grind. But I do have a lot of this Sanctus thing, so I'm going to go ahead and start throwing in all of those. And this has a 6 times multiplier, so something, like I said, that I can pair this with is the Welchires, because, okay, never mind. I thought, or actually, yeah, that is a pretty good pair. They're around the same number. And when this gets to 40, I literally press Forge, bro. I can get these materials so easily. Now, I would very much appreciate if I wasn't just getting heavy armor, because your goal is to get Dark Knight or the new piece of armor, the Wolf armor. Right now, I am actually getting super unlucky getting this thing, but I guess that's okay. Yeah, okay. This should still be worth a lot. Like, I guarantee you this is worth 6K plus without a doubt in my mind. Maybe even more, like 7 or 8K. Come on, let's see how much this is. Knight chest plates, and yeah, oh my god, I was not even close. This is worth 10,000. And if you don't get the new armor set, the Wolf Knight set, or the Dark Knight, it is completely okay. Oh my god, dude, can you please stop disrupting my video? I'm recording here. But if you don't get it, it's fine, because as you can see, it is still around the same price. Like, this is worth, yeah, actually, it looks like all of them were worth the same in this update, unless this index is wrong. But it looks like everything has the same base price. So I don't know if I'm tripping or something, but everything is the same. So whether you get Knight, Dark Knight, or Wolf chestplate, it's okay. And from what I know, you actually cannot even get this 4th one in the game yet. So it just hasn't been released. Doing this, you're also gonna pull some really rare stuff. Like, look at this. I got a surfer, y'all, which is a 1 in 50,000 chance. That's the thing I showed you guys with the crazy multiplier. It's literally 17x, so I would never want to put that in with just a bunch of junk. One thing I am going to go ahead and use, though, is this fossil or frost fossil, which is 17 of them I have. I want to be using stuff that I have a lot of, so the next thing I'm going to put in is some of this Larimar. It's pretty close in value, so let's throw that in. And then we just need something to finish it up, so Mist Vein, that's fine, 71% chance. And let's go ahead and craft this real quick. I'm going to go ahead and do the clicking real quick, and I'll be back in 3, 2, and 1. Boom, there it is. And by the looks of it, another AK, bro. Let's go. Just doing that, it literally took me less than like 10 minutes to grind the ores for these 3 chest plates. And just selling these, I have made $23,000. If I'm doing this every 10 minutes, that's 138k an hour times every single day. You're making well over 3 million. And keep in mind, half of these ores are literally from the spider cave down there. So it could be way more depending on where you're mining the whole time. There is also a very few essential things I highly recommend you guys are doing. And the first one is actually putting ruins on your best pickaxe. Now, if you're still getting better pickaxes and you're not already at the void pickaxe or the prismatic, please do not do this. Putting runes on these brand new pickaxes are expensive, but if you do have, you know, a bunch of ruins left and a bunch of money and you've already gotten your best pickaxe, you might as well go ahead and add in a bunch of stuff. I personally recommend you get 16% luck. It is personally, in my opinion, the best miner shard you can place. It might be a little bit different this update in the future, but as you can see, I do have a bunch of them. Like this is one. And well, if you have the prismatic pickaxe, you can put up to 4 on it. And if you're grinding for better pickaxes, you can still absolutely do this at the exact time. I actually myself still have one more moral quest, and as you can see, it is this one right here where I have to get molten frost, crimsonite, medium ice crystals, and large ice crystals. That actually perfectly targets the best stuff I need. So first, let's go to the cave, and we're literally just going to target those. These are some of the best crystals in the game, though, so they do take a while to mine them, but it's perfectly okay. I should also mention, I highly recommend you pop a luck potion. This is general advice no matter what, as well as a miner potion. Personally, my pickaxe that I have, the void one, mine's 5% slower, so this potion does help a lot. And then I literally find 2 pairs of ores and just start mining, bro. There we go. Look at that. I'm already getting legendaries. Literally, the worst thing you can get is Frost Fossil. And I think I'm just getting that because I have no ruins on this entire pickaxe. So that kind of makes sense. But look at that. We just got some insane ores. I don't think I've ever had some of these either. I guess I have before. And something that's going to happen is you're going to stand next to NPCs that you're probably going to get clapped from. So if that is a problem for you, definitely use some of these armors that you're making to equip them. I guarantee you it's better than what you already have. But it looks like with this ore, or with this rock, we're actually getting more of these Velchires. So that is fine because I literally always use those to craft just random stuff. And when I get things like this star, I don't know necessarily what it does exactly yet because this update is fairly new to me. But I just know it's way too good for me to use. So if it is, like, if you're already in the end game and you notice you're getting something that you probably should not be using to forge random stuff, then don't, because there's a good chance it could be for the final recipes of the game. Bro, there's no way I got a floating crystal to spawn in the middle of this video. This thing takes forever to break, no matter how good you are. But whatever I get from this, definitely not going to be using it for forging. Oh my god, can you just let me get my crystal, bro? There we go. After getting jumped a ton, I have done a ton of grinding and gotten a bunch more ores. But what the heck? Why did I just get this? Yeah, I'm never getting that floating island again, bro. I know it can only give you 1 ore, but I thought it'd be a lot better. I know farming essence is a very popular thing. It definitely was in the last update, but I genuinely think with this update, it's not so much worth it. Just because you get so much more ores in this update than you would in the previous ones. And right now, getting essence, you have to fight some really incredibly hard mobs in order to do so. So unless you're able to kill the crystal golem like it's nothing, then I wouldn't grind it too much. By the looks of it, the Yeti is supposed to be the best thing in here. So, yeah, you have to be able to fight this guy, which he does 125 damage a hit. That is ridiculous. And he has over 10,000 health. So be careful if you do decide to fight him. Definitely go in with a very good sword. And I will be sure to have a video on the best sword to make in this update for that method. But now if I go ahead, forge the stuff we have just received. What was a ton of things we got? Yeah, the more Velchires. Let's go. 5.5 times. You could literally make 40 of these in here and still get something really good. And you want to make sure you're only crafting armor. And there we go. We just got the wolf armor. This thing's going to be worth so much. Not only is it going to be worth so much, it's actually going to be really, really good too. So let's see what it is. All right, there we go. Basically full Velchire armor. And as you can see, wow, man, 410 defense. And it goes for 13k. This armor is literally better than what I'm wearing by like a ton, and it already has this like 20% movement speed perk. So I'm actually gonna equip it and sell my old one because I could totally use this, and I'm just gonna go ahead and enhance it. That's also another reason why I don't use essence, just so I am able to enhance my stuff. But if I go ahead and enhance this thing, which is super cheap to do so, come on, let's get it to 5, please. Dude, come on, are we serious? Why is my luck so bad right now? All right, come on. 5, go to 6. No, don't go back down. Go to 6. I said go to 6. Why is it going to 3, bro? No. I'm going to run out, please. Okay, I'm literally going to run out of essence, bro. Okay, there we go. I got to 6, and now it's at 532, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw on some random runes to, you know, help me, assist me throughout this grind. There we go. I just went ahead and threw on some extra ones. This armor is going to help so much in defense, dude. And there we go. I'm going to use a bunch more. And look at that. I think we literally, yep, we just got another one. Oh my God. This one might be even better. Bro, I swear if this is better and I just randomly use that one. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Yep. 500 defense. Oh my gosh. It's actually significantly better, but at this point, bro, I just need the money, so I'm just gonna sell it. And there we go. Look at that. If I go ahead and sell these 2 chest plates, that is 26k right there. It took me no time to get that. The only thing is I did just end up spending so much money upgrading my current armor, but that's fine. Sometimes you have to sacrifice. But if you enjoyed this video, please go on ahead and watch this video on the screen right here. I went ahead and picked it for you myself. I really think you're going to enjoy it. But click it fast because this video is about to end. And until then, hurry up and click it. Bye!